Thousands of international students move to Canada every year, but a lot of them happen to be disappointed because when they're back home, they think the Canadian lifestyle is the dream lifestyle, and they move abroad and they start working minimum wage jobs, they start hating on life, and they realize they're all of a sudden lonely. Why does that happen? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. What's happening, everybody? Z here. If you don't know me already, I make helpful videos for students who are planning on studying abroad. I share unique strategies related to admissions, visa, and career development when you move abroad so you can achieve a successful career as an international student. Because let's be honest, the goal is to be successful when you move abroad. It's not just to study a program and get your visa done and spend thousands of dollars of your parents' hard-earned money. Would you agree? If you do, comment yes in the comment section. Now let's get to the bottom of it. Why do you never often hear a lot of success stories of international students? Why doesn't the dream match the reality? Is Canada lying to you? Are the universities just selling false dreams? Or Justin Trudeau is lying about permanent residency? You're about to find out shortly. The journey of an international student is quite complex. There's so many stages involved, and it's very hard for you to know how to calibrate each step for optimization. Because think about it. Do you care about career development? Are you preparing for that even before you move abroad? What about engaging with strangers? How do you make a genuine connection with someone from a completely different culture, continents away, that you have never met? These are things international students don't take into consideration and are mostly always focusing on getting a 7.5 in IELTS, getting their admission grades, getting their visa done, and just booking their flights. The real journey of an international student starts when you get on that flight, quite literally. So there's no magic formula really for a student to be successful, but it really lies within two important categories that students need to build on even before they move abroad, which is number one, communication, and number two, building on technical skills related to your program of study that you have chosen. Let's tackle one at a time. Have you heard international students move abroad or seen international students move abroad and they're making only friends from their culture? Why does that happen? That's because when international students move abroad, they're surrounded by strangers all of a sudden, and it is quite uncomfortable to talk to someone and maintain a solid conversation for hours when you don't know them, you never met them, right? So that's why international students just go for the comfortable route where they seek other people from their backgrounds and they start being friends with them and just spend the rest of their academic journey with these people. It's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is that yes, you're gonna miss home sometimes, and that's when these friends really come in clutch to make you not miss home and feel better. But the bad thing about it is that look, you moved continents away not to meet people just from the same background. There's nothing new to learn from these people. You already lived that lifestyle for 20 years. Your job is to meet new people from different countries, all parts of the world, because they're gonna teach you something new. They're gonna help you grow. And the way you master this is by improving on your communication skills. Ask yourself this: if you walk on the streets now, can you walk up to a random stranger and start engaging in a conversation? If the answer is no, you need to work on your communication skills, because otherwise you're gonna really struggle when you move abroad and end up eventually being lonely. Communication is gonna help you make your friends, because the first thing when you move abroad is you have to meet people. And if you cannot build and interact with genuine communication, you will be lonely. Number two, building on technical skills related to your program. Because let's be honest, the ultimate objective for you is to land your dream job, a job that you absolutely enjoy and a job that's related to your field, so ultimately you can get your permanent residence. And maybe, who knows, you're gonna start a business and be a billionaire, okay? If you are gonna be one, make sure to message me. So the one thing that most students often expect is they're gonna study abroad, they're gonna get their Canadian education, and they're gonna just land a job. It's gonna fall on their lap. Guys, this doesn't happen. Think about it logically. Would this happen in your home country, that you're just sitting at your home, you just got done with your grade 12 and someone's gonna come offer you a job? No, you gotta apply for it first. After you apply, you gotta convince the recruiter to really hire you. Why would a recruiter hire you? Just because they like your face? That's not the case. They're gonna look at your skills. What have you done? Did you work on any other projects? Are you really passionate about this area of study? Do you stand out among the thousands of other people who are applying for this job? If the answer is no, you're not gonna get the job. And that's exactly the false expectation so many international students move with when they move abroad. And that's why ultimately they have to settle for minimum wage jobs, because nobody hires them because they're not unique. All you possess is just the academic skills being taught to you at the university. Here's the magic formula for those of you who want to prepare early and you want to be successful. The drive, it's there, and you just need to find a way to stand out, as you should. Do this. Go on LinkedIn, find the type of job you're gonna ultimately get after you study your desired program. Go into the responsibility section and start reading the responsibilities. Start underlining the technical skills they look for. For example, if you're gonna apply for a sales-related job, they would want you to have HubSpot or Salesforce skills. Do you know how to work those things? If you don't, start learning. How do you go about learning it? Simply go to YouTube. There are millions of videos teaching you great stuff for free, right? Everybody wants to rank higher on YouTube, so they're gonna provide the best value. This is the best school that you can get access to for free. Even universities and colleges, let's be honest, are not gonna give you that much wealth of information. So all you have to do is look up the job responsibilities related to your field, start learning those skills today. And once you get those skills, start working on projects, creative projects. Those are called self-projects. So even before you get into the working field, you're already learning the ways of how to be a professional, how to stand out. Because I can guarantee you 90% of students don't do this. So if you just do this, you're already in the top 10%. And you're gonna have a lot more chances of getting hired. Now let's summarize these two things. If you work on your communication, you're gonna be able to make better friends. It's gonna help you with your networking, and it's also gonna help you when you're facing a recruiter, because the very first thing a recruiter looks for, the first two things recruiters look for, is whether you have the skills, at least a bit unique, so it's worth it for them to hire you. Number two, whether you're a team fit. If they place you in their team, would you be able to interact with everybody? Because if you're just gonna be an arrogant introvert, they're not gonna hire you. Even if you have the best skills in the entire world, it's just not gonna happen. Because as employers, I'm also the owner of a company. When I hire, I'm always asking myself, if I put this person in the room where my other employees are, whether they're gonna get along or not. And that's where communication comes in, number one. So if you can't speak English properly, start working on it. If you're an introvert, learn how to become an extrovert, okay? You need those skills to be in a society where you kind of need to be a bit liked at the end of the day. And number two, start working on those technical skills. That's gonna really put you in the top echelon of all students, not even international students, among the local Canadians and everybody. This will get you ahead of the line. That's how I set myself up as a successful example for most international students, because I always invested my time into learning new skills. All right, that's it for today's video. I really hope it added some value to your journey, but more importantly, gave you perspective on what's coming, because so many international students aren't aware of what's coming. Being an international student myself who lived in Canada, built myself up successfully, I'm here to tell you what you're gonna expect. And I'm not gonna be like the rest of the YouTubers who try to demotivate you, telling you that minimum wage jobs are the only way to become successful or to make money. That is complete crap. It's all perspective, it's all mindset. So train yourself now so you don't have to regret later. That's my best advice to you. Wish you all the best with your journey as an international student. By the way, I own a company called Connected Education, where we help students with their entire journey. We give you unlimited IELTS training, help you with your admissions and your visa. We guarantee your visa, by the way. And lastly, we help you with your career development once you move abroad. If you want to learn more, make sure to check out the link in the comments. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, give it a little thumbs up, and I will see you when I see you.